Do women cheat as much as men? You know, it's an interesting question. And I think a lot of people have this idea that it's men who are the dirty dogs. It's men who go out there and cheat on their women. And all women want to do is be loyal and faithful to one man. You know, and women just sit at home worrying about their man cheating on them, hoping that he doesn't cheat. And men are out there playing the field, having sex with loads of other women, even when they're in a relationship and they've got a woman at home. In my experience, the way I've come to see the world, that's simply not true. It's my experience that women cheat much more than men. They're just better at not getting found out. They're better at covering their tracks. When a guy cheats, he'll brag to his friends about it, and his friends will blab to the wrong person, and all of a sudden his girlfriend finds out. Or when a guy cheats, he'll leave the emails or the text messages on his phone and he'll forget to delete them, and his girlfriend will read them and she'll find out, or his wife or fiance, whatever. Not very good at covering his tracks. Women, they're sneaky, or sneakier. They'll cover their tracks, they'll delete the text messages and emails, they'll make sure their guy doesn't find out that way. Women will make sure they only tell the friends who are most trustworthy, who'll keep their secret. The question is, why do women cheat? Because I'm telling you, I've run surveys and I've found that at least 50% of women admit to having cheated at least once on a man they were in a committed relationship with. And that's the ones who admit it. I'm willing to bet there's another percent, maybe another 10 or 20% who cheated but don't want to admit it, even though it's only on an anonymous survey because they feel bad about admitting it. Whatever the case is clearly that a lot of women have cheated. Why do women cheat? Well, many reasons. Sometimes they cheat because they feel like their man's not emotionally connected to them. Sometimes they cheat because they feel like their man's taking them for granted and that he doesn't appreciate them. Other times women cheat for revenge. You know, their man did the dirty on them, so they go and fuck some other guy. It's a revenge thing. Is it right? Is it wrong? I'm not here to judge, I'm just here to tell the truth. But you know, by far and away, the biggest reason why women cheat is because they're bored of their man. They're bored of the sex. Yeah, you better believe it. Women cheat to get better sex, and they do it all the time. They just don't get caught that often. When I was first figuring out this whole women and sex thing and, you know, learning how to please women in bed, I remember going through a period where I didn't have a girlfriend, but I was meeting lots of girls. And I was, you know, meeting them in clubs and taking them home, and then little flings were developing. You know, they weren't girls who I was going out with seriously, but they were girls who maybe I'd have fun with for 2 weeks or 2 months or 3 months or a month. You know, it was short-term flings, nice people, not women I wanted to settle down with, and they didn't want to settle down with me. You know, we're on different paths, but sometimes you can have fun, a lot of sexual fun with people who you don't necessarily want to spend your life with. But oftentimes what was weird was I'd find out, like, after the second or third time I'd slept with a woman that she had a boyfriend. And I'd be like, you know, I didn't really understand things back then the way I understand it now. We're going back 10, 12 years, but I'd be like, how come you're sleeping with me and you've got a boyfriend? And, you know, she'd be like, well, you know, he's kind of boring me, or, you know, he's not doing this for me in bed. Or it was very, very often. In fact, it was almost always about the sex. So, to answer the question, do women cheat? Yes. I think they cheat more than men. They're just good at not getting found out. Why do women cheat? Well, oftentimes they cheat because they're looking for better sex. And who can blame them? You know, as a man, all the information you need is out there. All the information you need to give your woman better sex is out there. So if you don't step up, read it, watch it, and then take action and use it with your woman, and you give her bad sex, and she cheats on you to get better sex with some other guy, is that her fault? You know, has she done anything wrong? Well, I'm not here to judge, you know, but honestly I can see it from her point of view. Women want sex, they need sex, they crave it, but only when it's good sex. And it's your job, and it's my job as guys, to step up and give our women sex and keep them hot, wet and horny for us all the time. Otherwise we have to accept that sometimes they're going to stray. So let's say you want to be a better lover. Let's say you want to improve your sexual skills. You want to be the best your woman's ever had. You want to be able to give her multiple orgasms every single time. What should you do? Well, I recommend you begin by reading my Better in Bed program. It's the foundation of everything I teach. It's going to help you get more out of my emails, blog posts, and indeed my more advanced programs. Then I recommend you read Dirty Talk Phrases to learn how to stimulate your woman's mind in the bedroom using the power of your voice. Next, I recommend you read Ultimate Orgasm Techniques, where I'll teach you how to give your woman clitoral, vaginal, anal, multiple and squirting orgasms every single time. And then I recommend you go through my Bedroom Boss program. That's my flagship program, and it'll basically teach you how to be the dominant, dirty talking stud every woman secretly wants, needs and craves in the bedroom. All the links for those 4 programs are below this video. Click one, invest in a copy, read it, take action, and you're going to love the results. You're going to love the way it revolutionises the quality of the sex you have with your woman. And when you give your woman quality sex, you basically cheat-proof your relationship. So go ahead, click the links below, pick a program and get started.